it's Maria and happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for like making me like a part of your day and for like, like spending some of your time with me. It's very, very exciting for me and I'm just like really excited to be here with you today. I got issues. Or at least that's something that I used to say all the time. All the time. I got issues. I would do something goofy or crazy and then I would say, I got issues. Until last week, I was talking to one of my girlfriends and I said, I got issues. And she said, no, you don't. That's just part of who you are. That's part of your dynamic. And I thought, oh my gosh, I say that all the time. And she said, yeah, and I'm actually kind of surprised how much you say that of all people because you understand the power of words. And it did a little thing in my head. And it made me realize that we really do have to be careful with the words that we use because, let me remind you, that the words that come out of your mouth, you're the first person to hear. So you have to be careful of what you're saying, and we say it so casually and so freely. I have issues? No, I don't. I'm just a normal person. Normal, right? And I'm kind of goofy, and I'm kind of silly, and I like to say things with accents sometimes in public to people. And I like to do dance jams in the middle of the supermarket. Whatever. That's part of who I am. It's part of what makes Maria Maria. It's part of what keeps me happy. It keeps me sane too, believe it or not. So I realized that there were a lot of things that I say that I really need to stop saying. Another one is I say sometimes when I'm talking to people, this is going to sound crazy, but, and then I proceed to say it. What I realized is when I started off by saying this may sound crazy, it kind of prepares them that I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I may have ideas that are out of the box, but it's not necessarily crazy. Really, we should all have more ideas that are outside of the box, right? Life would be more fun and adventurous and exciting. So, things like, I got issues. I'm a hot mess. I'm sorry to ask. I'm sorry to bother you. This may sound crazy. This may sound stupid. This may sound silly. All of those things, let's just stop saying them all together. If you have a question to ask, don't apologize for having the question. How else are you going to get the information that you need? If you have something you want to share, don't apologize in advance. Say, oh, I'm sorry to bother you, but I find especially a lot of women do that. They would say, I'm sorry to bother you. Why are you sorry? If you called me and I answered my phone, don't be sorry. I answered my phone. If I wasn't available, because I wouldn't pick up my phone. We have to watch our words and we have to stop apologizing because it makes us, it reinforces for us that we're not enough or that we're crazy or that we're not. We're just people and we all have our own dynamic and our own thing. So thank you, you know who you are, for checking me in that place. One, we want to make sure that we have people around us who are going to challenge us and push us to be better. And two, we want to make sure that we're watching the words or rather listening to the words that are coming out of our mouths because when we speak, we are the first people to hear the words that are coming out of our mouths. In Proverbs, there's this great scripture that I love and it says, gracious words are like a honeycomb. Wellness to the soul and health to the body. We have to be gracious even when we speak to ourselves, especially when we speak to ourselves because we teach people how to treat us. So if I always say I have issues, if I always say that I'm crazy, people can then have the right to say she got issues, she's crazy because I said it. I'm the one who put it out there in the world and said, yeah, you can call me these things. I'm calling myself these things. So we want to be careful, again, about the things that are coming out of our mouths. In Ephesians, it says, let no corrupting talk come out of our mouths. Only good for what is good of building up of the person. The person. I am the person. So I have to be careful of the words that are coming out of my mouth. So that's the thing that I want to tell you guys today. Pay attention to what you're saying. If you're saying things like, I got issues, or I'm a hot mess, or you're not a hot mess, you're a person with all kinds of emotions and feelings. I am too. That's part of the human dynamic. It doesn't make you a hot mess. It makes you a living, breathing person. So we really just have to be careful what we're saying. Watch the words that are coming out of our mouths and remember that we teach the world how to treat us. So if we hold ourselves to a lower standard and say, I'm not really worthy of asking this question, so I'm going to apologize before. Or I'm not really worthy of this person's time, so I'm going to apologize for bothering them. You're not a bother. Stop it. You're not stupid. Stop. Everybody has questions. Everybody needs information. Everybody should be sharing their stories. Everybody should be like a little zany and a little wacky and a little crazy and a little goofy. See, I said it again, a little crazy. It's not crazy. I'm working on it. Pray for me. And in the meantime, you should be working on it for yourself too. Because each time that we take an opportunity to build ourselves up, to remind ourselves of who we are and whose we are, we're getting a little closer to becoming all that God has called us to be and all that He wants us to be. And the fact that we're even willing to do the work, that's super sparkly everything. Pushing ourselves, growing, challenging ourselves, and becoming better than who we were yesterday. Becoming more aware and connected to who He says we are, and then seeing ourselves accordingly. That is super sparkly everything. So, have a great rest of your week and an awesome super sparkly weekend, and I will see you on the other side. Because you know something, right now I gotta go like do dancing or something in my living room with like my cat or something, because you know it's really fun for me. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great rest of your week. God bless. I love you. Okay, I love you.